This is it, the last weekend reading vlog. Before you get too concerned, I will be continuing to do reading vlogs, but in 2020 I'm planning on styling it a little bit different. I want to do a reading vlog for every book that I'm reading. One of the things I love the most in 2019 when I started these reading vlogs is giving updates as I'm reading. And I found that the longer I did these vlogs, the more they kind of became like, this is what the book is about towards the end, rather than stopping at these pivotal points where I'm super excited about what I'm reading and telling you about it. So that's what I'm going to focus on a little bit more in 2020. I'm very much looking forward to it. That being said, this weekend's vlog is going to be about finishing the 3 books that I have left to read. Those books are Wyrd Sisters by Terry Pratchett. This is a book that me and Mark have been reading together in audio all year long. I think we've had it on the go since April. We just haven't put in the time and we only have a couple hours left. So this weekend, perhaps even today, will be the day that we finish this. The next one that I have to read that I am only about 10 hours left in this audiobook of 25 is The Name of All Things by Jenn Lyons. I fully expect to be able to get through those 10 hours over this weekend because it finally has gripped me. I've mentioned in another blog that I feel like this book, in terms of where it fits in the series, just really stops the momentum of the first book, which is why it's taken me so long to read this book. I've been kind of sipping at it ever since October. The third book that I would like to finish this weekend, it's going to be a little harder because it's a nonfiction and I don't read those as fast as I do fiction books. It's called Policing Black Lives by Robyn Maynard, and it is educating me a lot about state violence and the history of state violence in Canada, which is where I live. And so those are the 3 books that are on my list this weekend. Can I finish all 3 of them? Stay tuned. I'm going to make this short and sweet, A, because I'm still in pain, B, because I'm in the hospital, not for me, and C, because it's Tuesday, and I really meant to get this up yesterday, but, you know, stuff. Life. Yeah. Okay. So books. I managed over the weekend to finish The Name of All Things by Jenn Lyons. At about the just over halfway mark was when I really started to get interested in this book, and at the 90% mark is where it ended up, the timeline ended up catching up with The Ruin of All Kings. So if I reread this book, I'm probably going to start there. I mean, if I was taking The Name of All Things on its own, it probably would have been a really good book because it's got really great characters. The world building is just phenomenal. The style, I mean, I could take it or leave it, because I don't feel like the first and third person makes sense in this book the way it made sense in the first book. But overall, I enjoyed it as a book. It just felt like as a sequel to a book that I really, really, really loved. It was just taking away from the momentum, and therefore it took me so long to finish, and I don't really feel like I will go through that again, at least not anytime soon. Then we also finished, me and Mark, we finished reading Wyrd Sisters by Terry Pratchett. It's not my favorite Terry Pratchett. The ending was really good though. It was. So it has that going for it. We're going to be moving on to Pyramids next, but we're going to do that in 2020. And as for the third book, I still have about 6 hours left in Policing Black Lies, but since I'm stuck at the hospital today, I fully anticipate finishing that book while I'm here and starting 2020 with a blank slate. Usually I have a book that carries over from year to year, but I'm trying my hardest not to do that this year. Stay tuned because I will be putting out a wrap-up video about my 2019, but that's going to have to be in 2020 because of this really chaotic week. Until next time, happy reading.